Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. Today we're going to talk about a slightly controversial and honestly uncomfortable topic, and that is sponsored content on YouTube, on watch YouTube channels. You know, brands that pay YouTubers, including myself, money or some other kind of compensation to do a video. Now, of course, before we get started, customary wristwatch check. Today, the Hulk is back on the wrist, feeling sexy. I love this watch. I really, really do. And also, quick little shout out to DelReyWatch.com. We just got in a 114270 Explorer, another Tudor Pelagos left-hand drive, and we have a crazy deal on a Panerai 194 Subzilla. Usually sells for about $10,000, at least it did at the height of the Panerai craze, and we are significantly below that for one of the most collectible Panerais ever made. Go check it out, and that is in the hot deal section. DelReyWatch.com, link in the description below. So yes, sponsored content. So listen, it's no secret that a lot of guys on YouTube do sponsored content. That is, when a brand, be it Rolex or Joe Schmo watch, sends an email to that YouTuber, says, hey, we have this watch or this product, we'd like you to review it. And usually the YouTuber, they can say yes or no. Some YouTubers may charge a fee. And most, at the very least, get to keep that product, at least by my experience. Now, I did my first piece, not my first piece, I did my first piece in a long time of sponsored content a couple of days ago. It was the Spinnaker watch review. And it wasn't received very well, which, I can kind of understand. Sponsored content can always be seen as selling out. However, I'd like to talk about that as well. I get 5 or 6 emails a week from people wanting me to do paid reviews of things, and I reject most of them. The Spinnaker review, I thought it was interesting because it was a titanium and a bronze watch. A lot of people have been talking about them. There was a little bit of hype. So I agreed to do the review. And, the truth is, I gave my 100% honest opinion. Whether you believe me or not, I'm telling you my opinion was honest. And the review was fully declared as sponsored. I mean, not only did I vocally say it in the beginning of the review, that this was sponsored, but I also hit the little YouTube option which shows the paid promotion button at the bottom of the page. Now, a lot of reviewers may change their opinions for a sponsored review. That's not my case. I always say exactly how it is. I didn't give it a glowing review. I said the good, I said the bad, and I told people, if you want to buy it, this is where you can go get it. So, it's just part of the game. The truth is, YouTube is a business, and this is part of how I pay my bills. So while sponsored content will never be a very big part of this channel, in fact, out of 300 videos I've made, or just about 300 videos, I think I've made 4 or 5 pieces of sponsored content. So it's not even 1%, or actually just above 1%. It's a small fraction. And that's not going to change, and I'm not telling YouTubers they shouldn't do sponsored content. As I said, everybody's got to pay the bills. However, there is a problem, and this is a message to all the watch YouTubers out there. Some of you guys I know personally, we've spoken on the phone. Some of you guys I don't know personally, but I watch some of your content, and some of you guys may not even know who I am, and that's fine. However, after my sponsored video, I said, well, this wasn't received very well. I'm going to go check out how everybody else is doing sponsored content. Maybe I made a mistake somewhere. My viewers didn't enjoy it. Let me go take a look. So I went on a bunch of watch YouTube channels. I'm not going to name them out because the point of this video is not to call anybody out. The point of this video is to bring awareness. And I found a bunch of sponsored content. How do I know it was sponsored? Because the same brands reached out to me. And maybe some of it wasn't sponsored, but I'm 99% sure these videos were sponsored. And I watched all of them, or most of them. How did these guys make the video? How did they do the review? And I have to be honest with you guys, I was a little shocked and very disappointed. Most of these YouTubers, even the more well-known ones, didn't mention it was a sponsored review. Now, guys, let me be clear about this. You don't have to get monetary compensation for the review to be sponsored. Even if you get to keep the watch for free, that is a sponsored review. For example, Spinnaker didn't even want me to send back the watch. So regardless, that would have been a sponsored review. So not only did no one mention their review was sponsored in the video, which is, in my opinion, immoral, but it's also illegal against FTC regulations, the Federal Trade Commission. You have to disclose sponsored reviews, but also they didn't even mention that where they got the piece. I mean, they didn't say, you know, this watch was sent in for review, or I got this watch from the brand. You know, very few, if any, of the videos I watched were disclosed. And as I said, I know they were sponsored reviews. And also, apart from the fact it wasn't disclosed, no one even ticked the box in the YouTube setting to mention it was paid promotion, so you get that little paid promotion sign on the bottom. And this is just kind of messed up, right? Because even though during my review, my opinion, was unfiltered and was 100% accurate, and it was my opinion, I did the best I could to make sure that everybody knew, per law and per my moral compass, that the review was sponsored. That way, if they don't trust it, for whatever reason, they knew that I was compensated for it, and rightfully so. But unfortunately, none, maybe there's one or two, I can't say none broadly, but none of the reviews I watched from a lot of these YouTubers over a lot of brands that I know were sponsored, no one ever disclosed. And that's a little messed up. And I'm not saying I'm upset because people gave me crap for my review. I mean, yeah, I thought some of it was a little bit unreasonable, but guys, everybody's allowed to their opinion. But I am upset when people do it and either hide it on purpose from their audience, which is malicious and very messed up, or are ignorant to the fact that they have a responsibility legally and, in my opinion, morally, to disclose certain things. So this is a message to every other watch YouTuber and YouTuber in general. Guys, you should really disclose sponsored reviews. It's the right thing to do for your audience, and it's the right thing to do for yourself legally. No one's telling you not to do the content. Everybody has to make money. Everybody has rent to pay. That's your choice. But you should definitely disclose. Guys, I'm sorry for the negative tone of this video, but it's something I wanted to bring to light. It's something that I wanted other YouTubers to see. It's something that I wanted my audience to see. Let me know what you think. I'm genuinely curious. I don't think anybody's going to disagree with me, but I was a little shocked to realize that, very few, if any, people mentioned this disclosure, which I think is highly important, as I said, not only legally, but for the trust of their audience. Anyway, guys, a shorter little video today, but I will be making more watch content in a couple of days. Please stick around. Give this video a thumbs up if you agree with me, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.